Good morning. We are in Valdez or Valdez, Alaska, and we're just about to head up to Mineral Creek, to the old Mineral Creek stamp mill. So Mineral Creek was a mining area, gold mining area. There's still supposed to be a couple of gold mines up there, and all the way up top is the old stamp mill from roughly about 100 years ago. Now, let me show you here. We're literally right here at the trailhead. So it is 6 miles up. I have been told that part of it can be driven. Well, actually, I've been told that you can drive all the way up there, but I've looked it up on satellite imagery, and I've also done a little bit of reading up on it. And based on what I've found, at some point in time, the road's going to be washed out, and we're going to have to start hiking. But that is the plan now, that, we're going to drive up there. Whoops. Make space for somebody to pass. So there's probably some miners. And yeah, so I figured I'm going to drive up as far as I can. And once it gets too rough, then we'll switch to going on foot. So let's do this.
All right. 7 tons. I have no idea how much this truck weighs, but I don't think it's 7 tons. So I think we'll be fine. Here we go. We're just right there. Well, obviously that Sprinter made it, so we should be safe. So far it's okay. I probably should have taken a little bit of tire pressure out, but so far I'm all right. Everything going well so far. Clearance is good, so there's no issues with that. And every once in a while, you can see those turnouts. So let me change hands. Sorry, I have to. I'm kind of like switching back between first and second gear here. So here we come to another one of those where it's, you don't know how deep this is. I don't think it's very deep, but that's also where it's good to have the four-wheel drive one, because you don't want to start spinning inside one of those. I'm not sure if it rained here or if the water is coming down from the mountain. There's a nasty looking rock right in here. Let's see, I'm trying to point that. These type of rocks are the type of rocks that are gonna destroy destroy your tire. You hit it just wrong. Look at that waterfall straight ahead. The landscape is just crazy. I think it was actually a tundra. Well, here the road is actually better than it was. So this may have been, I'm not sure, it may have been the one that I saw pass me. It's been too close attention. I almost noticed it was a Toyota. So, okay. Probably going down to a mine. That road on the right. All right, so that's still okay. Don't want to block over there that mine access road if that's what it was, but at some point in time, if there is a good parking spot, I think I'll park and we'll continue the tour on foot. Take my pan with me. The road's still only getting worse here. But, you know, wherever I stop, I'm going to have to stop in a way so that the guys in the ATVs can pass. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Plus here, I can't turn around anyway, so I'm committed. I have to get up. It's just no other option. Then come these really nice sections like this here, right? So then you don't know. So this is a nice spot. Well, this is a perfect spot. So I think I'm gonna stop here. So this is not a hiking section of this video. And I've made the decision after I had my rain boots on already. I made the decision to take them off because I don't know how many miles I have. This whole thing may have been a real mistake. I also want you guys to appreciate the fact that in order for you guys to see me do this, man, it's like it's a stream coming down here. In order for you guys to see me do this, what I really have to do is I have to set up the camera. Then I have to step here in the water, which I did not want to do. Then come back to the camera and pick it up. In other words, I have to do this 4 times. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, clearly this is a gate, but I'm not sure if this is meant to be this, but there's something down there. So let's take a look. I don't think that's the stamp mill. Oh, that's a hopper or something. So that's one of the mines. Yeah. That ought to be one of the active mines here. So that also means we still got a ways to go. Look at this. So clearly the water used to come down here, and now it's shifted down. Somebody marked this here. I know, believe it or not, you can actually mark a claim like this legally in Alaska. True, it's in their handbook. So, not sure if this is a clay marker or a kid, but yeah, so this is where the water used to run down. Right here. It's a little warmish right now with 2 jackets on. Oh, I know what this is. We have those in Austria. You don't want to touch those. If this is the right, there is like some that look like it. They're nettles. Some are harmless, and some are, they really got a sting to it when you touch them. So, treat them like that's what it is. So I think this is the last mile now. There is a ATV parked right there. I was thinking they may be down go panning, but coming around the corner looking at this road, I think they just walked the rest. And then if you look in a distance, that's a glacier. So there's a bunch of glaciers here. That's obviously one of them. And I guess that's where a lot of the gold is coming from. So down here is Mineral Creek. Just come around this corner here. Let me do this again because, you know, somebody, I'm not going to say who, sometimes forgets to hit the record button. So we're now definitely on that stretch of the deteriorated road. You can see that ATVs did come up here, but you know, this is rough road.
We ought to be closing in. This is the last mile for sure. So there are some tire tracks here, but I'm assuming this is not all ATV stuff. I mean, I'm not saying this is, you know, four-wheeler can do that, but definitely take down tire pressure, take it very slow, and it's doable. It's just, unless, you know, driving up here to your claim or something, why would you? Why bother? All right, well, let me show this to you right here, because this is where the rock crawling would start. So it starts right kind of like there, which is still fine. But then come up to here, and yeah, now, you know, there may be some stock Jeeps that still could do this, possibly, but I don't think there's anything else stock that would be okay here. Obviously, this all slid down from the side here. What a place. But you know, this is one of those places, you drive up here, you may never drive back, because if you break an axle here, I would not. That's gonna be the end of it. So this is it. This has got to be the end of the trail. As I said, right here is the creek
coming across. You can see people had a rope right here, I guess, to try and get over to the other side. That's, at least right here, that would be a very treacherous undertaking. Probably farther up there, but not easy here. There's a marker right there. This is probably a claim marker, so you can see right there. Mining claim, yeah. So that also means that down there, somewhere down there, is our stamp mill. Some of those are old.